Mm-hmm.
Was that you?
See,
Will
he
Smith?
did the YouTube sign. He did the YouTube sign.
That was him. Oh God, the apology sign.
Why didn't you apologize to
George? This was the video
Chris in your acceptance speech?
Ah,
It's 5 minutes long, this one.
you know, but so was the other one on the
point.
Independent.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable.
See, anyone defending Will Smith's slap is, with all due respect, actually with no respect. Because like he slapped someone, he assaulted someone for a small joke, and people have said to me, "Oh well, how was Will Smith supposed to know he was joking?" Bro, he's a fucking comedian. Of course he was joking. He was on the stage cracking jokes all night long. Are you fucking stupid? Honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's just it's ridiculous. I don't understand.
You didn't slap them instead.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's just baffling. It's just baffling. I don't see how people can. It's just because the thing is as well, he's apologising for it. When the geezer who has done it apologises and says they were in the wrong, then how can you defend him and say he was in the right for assaulting someone? I mean, over a joke. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. It's like me basically bloody slapping someone lamping someone in the face for telling a joke, and then me apologising for it, and then people defending me for even though I apologised and said I was wrong and my behaviour was unacceptable. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to go at Will Smith at all. He's apologised now. Fair play, even though it was a stupid thing. Fair play to him. But fair play that he's apologised. But people still defending him. It's baffling because he's saying that he's in the wrong. So what? How can you defend this? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely
really defending Jada Smith after what she's done to him.
Yeah, cheating on him loads. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready to talk. Have you seen the
video of when she's filming him on the phone and he doesn't want to be filmed?
No, I haven't. That sounds quite sad though.
No.
I love how this just has nothing to do with Lego, and I've called it the Brick Flick Lego discussion.
Brick Flick Lego discussion. We're talking about Will Smith stuff.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did. And, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize.
Thing is, with this sort of thing, though, you do sort of feel like he's just trying to, as much as I do think, fair play, I'm glad that he's apologised. If someone's truly sorry, they apologise as soon as possible because they realise what they've done is wrong. Most time they're try and apologise as soon as possible. Maybe they apologise ages later, but doing a big public video saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
It's taken him 3 months to do this.
Yeah, it just seems like, how can you not realise that you're in the wrong for 3 months? It just seems like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, fair enough. But 3 months, come on, man. And the thing is, it should just be a private message to Chris. Why is he it just feels like he's making this public to sort of clear his name. Or for the cheeky big boy YouTube views, which are 2.5 million.
I wonder what this comments are saying, because I bet they're all trolling on
it. And,
maybe.
I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment?
Well, it was fucking Chris Rock who got hurt. He got slapped, you fool. You slapped him. He was the one who got hurt. No one else got hurt. It's just that.
So I want to apologize.
I guess Chris's mother must have been emotionally hurt, I guess. But
yeah, well, it's not well. Slapped his mother as well.
Yeah,
I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man.
This is probably his brother as well. So he was a family friend, and he still did it.
Mental, innit? Surely, if you're a family friend with someone, if your friend. Oh, okay, I just came out. I can immediately tell This is George. George was like, we've got to react to this. We've got to react to this. But to be honest, Aaron, I've been on fire with a lot of this reaction. I've really enjoyed this. To be fair, it's been mental. I've been doing most of the fucking talking. It's just a very weird apology video.
3 months.
I'll just be a minute.
But yeah, as a family friend, you should be able to tell if someone's having a joke. And to be honest, it was blatantly obvious he was having a joke, man. It's ridiculous.
Replaying and
It's about
understanding the
alopecia
nuances
as well.
and
Yeah, it's a shame that she's got her hair, you know, it's a shame that she went bald because of alopecia, but at the end of the
Just
day...
get through a wig if you're that upset about it.
Well, yeah, you could buy yourself
Is
a
it
wig
enough
to
money
make you
for one?
insecure. But to be honest, she looks brilliant bald, man. I think she looks really cool. You know, not every woman can pull off the bald look, so I still think Jada Smith's attractive
Personality
bald.
is that opposite of that, though.
What do you mean?
Well, bad person.
Bald people are bad? What are you going on about?
No. You said she looks great with no hair, but I'm saying she's not a great person.
Oh, yeah, she's a shit person. Yeah, just because she's physically attractive doesn't mean she's a good person, you know.
and the
Well, physically attractive for her age, I don't know how. Isn't she like 50?
But she probably cheated on you after the first night.
Yeah, I mean, it's very lame that she cheated on Will Smith quite a bit. Yeah, I think she looks good bald, to be honest. It's just sad that but she's a shit person, definitely, for treating him like a bag of arse, you know, it's not nice.
Yeah.
So.
complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's
You did it for
no
Jada,
part of
that's
me
why.
that thinks that's the optimal way to.
Well, the optimal way to behave would have been afterwards, go up to him and say, look, Jada's really, you know, not happy about being bald and you shouldn't have pointed her out and made fun of her. That wasn't right. That would have been the right way to handle it, instead of instead of walking up on the stage in front of the world and slapping him. To be honest, though, if I was Chris Rock, I mean, Will Smith would have been on the floor. I'm not even trying to sound like, oh man, genuinely. I know he did some training for Muhammad Ali, but if I was I guess if I was Chris Rock, I wouldn't know how to fight, so I guess I would have just done what Chris Rock did. But if I was me, I probably wouldn't have told that joke. But if I was Chris Rock and still had the fighting skills I had, I would have rushed Will Smith, some big, massive right hands and left hands, and he would have been floored. So, and you can back me up on that one, George. You've seen me at the karate. You saw me at school. You can back me up on that one. I can beat Will Smith unless he actually has some moves. But I mean, to be honest, if he was really that powerful, that slap would have done a lot more damage. But he clearly isn't that powerful.
You could definitely beat him.
I can beat a normal bloke. Obviously, if it was like, if it was someone who actually, if Will Smith boxed for 4 months, yeah, he'd probably be able to beat me. If he boxed every day and listened to the trainer,
I mean, you should just go to the next Oscars instead. Meet him there.
I thought you were going to say just shoot for the takedown if he did loads of boxing. No, I would never assault. I'll just say if Will Smith assaulted me, I wouldn't assault him. You know, that's for no reason. I wouldn't be the one to start the fight. I'd finish it.
Handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
I guarantee you, if The Rock was making that joke, he would just laugh and sat there. He wouldn't have slapped The Rock. He wouldn't have slapped The Rock. He would have been absolutely. I mean, he would have been rock bottom.
No,
he would have. I mean, to be honest, if I was Chris Rock and The Rock slapped me, I mean, you'd be knocked out. I'd be knocked out. And if I tried to fight him, he's too strong. I'd be destroyed. But I'd still stand up for myself and try and fight someone like The Rock if they slapped me or tried to slap me.
I don't think anyone could beat The Rock.
Well, a trained thing is, if you actually train, you will be able to beat someone who's really big and bulky. But because of my physical issues and I haven't been able to train for so long, a guy who has done quite a bit of training but hasn't been able to train for years isn't going to beat a bodybuilder. But you still have to have some size on you to beat these really big guys just because of the strength on them, you know. And to be fair though, if The Rock doesn't know how to throw a punch, I think a lot of little guys who train loads would be able to beat him or take him to the ground.
I think he probably does. Knowing his past and things like that.
Yeah, if he knows how to fight, if he's got decent fundamentals and okay takedown defense, he's got a chance against some decent people.
And then
After
him in Black Adam as well.
Pardon?
Then him in Black Adam as well. He's been training for that, and he's quite big now.
Jada rolled her
Yeah.
eyes. Did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. And say sorry to my kids and my family
Pause that.
that I brought on.
Pause.
Yeah, because his kids seem to be quite enjoying it. So I don't know why he's apologising to them.
Right, his kids find the slapping meme funny.
Well, no, his son. I think his son went and put out a tweet out of that, and that's how we do it in this family.
And what a buffoon. What a buffoon.
Huh? I know.
All of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart.
Yeah, that's the even more baffling thing. He won an Oscar. Because one of my mates, I haven't actually watched any of Will Smith's Oscar-winning film. Well, I haven't watched that film that he won an Oscar for. But basically, like, one of my mates told me Will Smith, and he knows a fair amount about film. He was telling me that Will Smith for years has been trying to have these big performances and these big extravaganzas to win an Oscar. And he finally has won an Oscar. Yet, he fucks it up for himself.
He goes and ruins it, doesn't he?
I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, if I was an actor, I would not give a shite about an Oscar, because all it is a bunch of Hollywood elites deciding if your performance was good enough, and you get a little trophy. Yeah. But in reality, in my opinion, what's more important is what the film community think and what the general consensus is. Yeah. I'd much rather make a film like Star Wars or say a hypothetical world. I worked in the film industry. Hypothetically, like if I made like Pulp Fiction or Empire Strikes Back or Wolf of Wall Street or Goodfellas and didn't win an Oscar, or if I had the chance to make some weird artsy film that a few Hollywood elites love and a few hardcore film fans love, I'd much rather make the Pulp Fictions and the Empire Strikes Back, because at the end of the day, that's more fun and that's going to go down more. Well, let's be real, George. I'm not trying to say you're a massive casual, but have you even, have you seen the films that have won Oscars? Like, have you?
Like Pulp Fiction. I've seen Pulp Fiction.
No, that didn't win an Oscar. I'm 99% sure it didn't win an Oscar.
What films have then?
Best.
I
mean, for best actor, I think Nomadland won. Not Nomadland. That's best picture. Sorry. No, let me just get to the list because it goes on for a while. All right then. All right. So we've got. Oh, for goodness sake! There's so many years of films. Let's get to around about the 80s. All right. So if we go to the 80s, have you seen any of these? Because I'm George. I'm not even going to lie. I haven't seen the films that have won. I'll tell you the film. I can tell you if I've seen the bloody films that haven't won.
And tarnished your moment.
No, you tarnished your moment.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's.
Yeah, Will Smith fucked it up for himself, didn't he? He didn't fuck it up for anyone else. It was him he basically ruined the
like I'm sorry.
And on somebody else's award as well.
Sufficient.
Pardon?
He said he did it on somebody else's award.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I still think Will Smith's a cool guy. Obviously, I'd still enjoy his movies if they're good. I don't think he's a bad, awful person for doing this. I just think this is a mistake and a stupid decision by him.
Very stupid.
Yeah. He just needs to learn and grow and improve from it. So, yeah. He hasn't let me down or anything. I think it's daft to feel like, as long as he's not going around...
Most Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as long as it is, I'm not trying to say all it is a slap, but basically, like, this isn't like a horrendous crime. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like the worst thing ever. It's a shit thing, and he just needs to learn and improve. You know, it shouldn't be like ruining his life or anything.
Yeah, you're right.
So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up
basically saying that he's the victim now.
Image and impression of me.
Well, it's sort of a 50-50. He's sort of trying to say, look, I feel really bad for letting these people down. I'm sorry to these people, and it's hurting me. So it's a bit of a 50. He's playing the victim a bit, but at the same time, he feels bad that he's let these people down. But to be honest, he should. All he should be focusing on, in my opinion, is thinking to himself, okay, I fucked up. I need to improve myself. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. It's about me improving myself. That's it. That's all that matters, improving myself. So a stupid thing like this doesn't happen again. So he shouldn't be really concerned with letting people down. All he should really be concerned with is if he let himself and his family down, which I guess he somewhat did. But he just needs to learn and grow from it, doesn't he? So
yeah.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself. Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
Just imagine. I wish YouTube would never do this, but imagine if it was. That would just be so funny.
So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Well, that was definitely the most interesting YouTuber type apology video, but it was a little bit weird as well. Oh yeah,
we should move on to stuff. That's hot. Goes to.
Finally, 4 months of training arc is done. Well, yeah, there we go. Just people.
No, go down to Stacey. Go down to Stacey.
Yeah,
the green
really
one.
Nice Will's wife's boyfriend to make Will apologise. I mean, there you go. The same guy that wrote the song about. Well, how can you see the dislikes? Is that on YouTube Premium or something else?
No, you can get a website and download it to put on there, and it works.
Yeah, I mean, I do. To be honest, I don't think I wouldn't like or dislike this because, to be honest, it took him like a million years to apologise. He was probably forced to apologise. Some of it comes across as a little bit disingenuous and a bit like I'm just doing this to clear my name. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it warrants a dislike, but I don't think it warrants a like neither. It's just a bloody daft apology. I think as society, it shows how bored we are. Like, everyone was really caught up in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit. I wasn't interested. The Will Smith slap stuff, it's easy to get interested in that because that's just like a 5-second thing. And then, unless you watch the full clip where he's like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! You know. So that apart you know, I just...
You can't say it didn't make a great meme because it did make a great meme.
It was legendary when he was shouting, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That was legendary.
But I do think his kids were a bit... didn't make it better for him.
Yeah, I mean, his dad put stupid stuff up about... I mean, if my dad slapped some bloke over a joke, I think, what the hell? I wouldn't put up, oh, this is how we do it, look at us, you know. It's just silliness, isn't it, on their end?